Jag here. I know by now you probably know that this morning in this country we had Tony Robbins and Dean and Russell Brunson's Facebook Live, or not Facebook Live, YouTube Live and live event. There was about 260,000 people registered for that live. So what I'm doing is in this video, I'm going to actually talk about the back end. I know they talked about a lot of stuff, but I want to give you the back end, what they didn't say directly, but indirectly they talked about it, and how did they actually make the sales, and what actually happened at the back end when they did that. So this is very important for you. If you're a coach, if you're a consultant, if you are a service provider, you're looking to sell your courses, you're looking to provide service, and you want to expand to the next level, you want to take your business to the next level, you must watch this, because we all learn from people like Tony Robbins. We all learn from people like himself or other people like him, and it's really good to see and what they do it, so you can actually model the same thing in your business. So let's get started, right? My number one takeaway for the entire thing is the partnership, the joint venture, the reference or referral partnership they have done with a lot of people out there. See, if Tony has done only within his community, or Dean has done it within his community, or Russell Brunson has done it within his community, there was very tiny compared to the globe, right? Compared to the people they reach. What they did is, before they started, about a month before that, about 3 weeks before that, they reached out to all those people who had small networks where people could actually go out and distribute or actually speak to their own community. And you probably have seen it on your Facebook groups. There was a lot of people with that, with their referral links, where they want to do affiliation partnership, right, with those. So they done that, which was the number one thing, to reach more and more and more people. And that was pretty cool, right? That's why they ended up reaching so many people globally. That's why about 260,000 people registered for that one live. Pretty much broke the internet. The second thing, I really want to say that, I mean, they talked about a lot of stuff, right? Tony's experience, that people who didn't know Tony, people who didn't know Dean, they try to build that credibility, try to build that authority, try to build that for those people who did not know them. For people like me, some of you guys already know those people. So they did build the authority, right? So remember that when people within authority, they talk anything, other people like ourselves, people who don't know anything in that world, they start to trust those people, right? So they build the trust. Number one thing they did, right? They build the trust by talking about their story. So they talked, or they told their story. The other thing they did is they talked about the big problem. What is the big problem today? So they, number one thing, they talked about again and again in different words, in a different sentences, in different way of saying it. They said traditional education system does not work. And that's the one big thing they talked about it again and again, again and again, right? At anything, after a few minutes, they said this again and again, that traditional education system doesn't work. So what it means is, people who watch this, they start to feel that, or they start to associate with that problem, right? If you are one of those people who believe that, you're now hooked to the screen, because they're speaking your language. They're saying the same thing what you believe in as well, right? So they're saying the traditional education does not work, and by highlighting the problem, and number three, they provided the solution. They said the education system doesn't work. Now here is a solution. So if you believe in what they believe in, which is the education system doesn't work, if you believe in the same way, you know that it doesn't work, the only way to get out of that is buying their product and services, right? So that's where they got into. At the end, they sold that for $2,000. Very important, right? So there's a lot of things which I'm going to dissect that. I'm going to look at it about pretty soon, but this is very quick reply to what they did. They just finished it about a couple of hours ago, so I thought I'd very quickly come around and speak to you guys and tell you what I got out of that and what actually happened. So three takeaways. Number one is they did the partnership with a lot of people, right? They couldn't have the able to reach a lot of people, so they partnership with other people so that the other people can pass on the links, right? The other thing they did is they talked about the problem for way too long, right? problem, right? Remember, if people don't know the problem, they're just not going to buy anything. Number three thing is they provide their solution to fix that problem, which they talked about. So three big takeaways. Hope that was useful, but I'll do the longer one as well pretty soon.